same people who today created the state of Israel and control the state of Israel. It is the same people who are going to be ruling the world. The European, who was first dressed up as a Christian and is then dressed up as a Jew. After Israel has ruled the world, of course, for a day which is like a week, at the end of that period of time, what's going to happen to the water in the Sea of Galilee? It dry up. It is only when the water in the Sea of Galilee is dried up, it is at that time, according to the hadith in Sahih Muslim, you can go and check it out, my book is downstairs, Jerusalem in the Quran, go read it. It is at that time that you can expect the Son of Mary to return. So when I said, I expect it to be 50 years from now, about 50 years. And when I put into the record for your tape records, for those who listen to this lecture when I'm dead and gone, when I said, I can be wrong. And some people still have objections to his saying that he expects the Son of Mary to be coming back in about 50 years from now. Okay, I'll change it. All I have to say is I expect the Sea of Galilee to be dried up in about 50 years from now. Huh? That's all I have to say. The same thing. Because the Son of Mary will return when the Sea of Galilee is dried up. So if they have objections to that, all I have to say, well, I expect the Sea of Galilee to dry up, 50 years, and they'll be happy with that. Huh? It is at that time that Dajjal will now enter into a day which is like our day, and therefore he'll be in our dimension of time. And he'll be ruling the world from Jerusalem with what would appear to be eternal rule. It is at that time that the Imam will emerge from Medina, hurrying to Mecca, which is our lecture for tomorrow night. It is at that time that the Son of Mary will come down, and the Son of Mary will have his hands on the wings of two angels. It is at that time that the true Messiah will kill the false Messiah. When I lecture on Jerusalem in the Quran at Lakemba on Monday the 7th, inshallah, we go over the subject again, but in greater detail than I did over here. So that lecture will be 2.5 hours, inshallah. It is at that time that the true Messiah will kill the false Messiah. It is at that time that Gog and Magog will be destroyed. It is at that time that the army will come from Khorasan, and no one will be able to stop that army until it reaches Jerusalem. Hadith of Sunan of Tirmizi, Sahih Hadith. And then Islam will destroy the state of Israel, liberate the Holy Land. It is at that time the hadith which is in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. If you want to check the credentials of any of your Muslim leaders in Australia, check them out. Can we trust this man? Ask him, would you ever quote this hadith in public? He'll turn around and run so fast, faster than Federal Express. If he doesn't have faith in his heart, or he's a Muslim leader. Which hadith? Test them out with this. It is in Sahih Bukhari, it is in Sahih Muslim, it is muttafaqun alayh. And every Palestinian loved this hadith. Oh yes. La tuqatilunna al-Yahud, you will most certainly fight the Jews. Wa la taqtulunnahum, and you will most certainly kill them. Hatta yaqulu al-hajar, at that time the stones will speak, Ya Muslim, hadha Yahudiyyun warai, there's a Jew hiding behind me, fata'ala faqtul, so come and kill him. Check them out, your leaders. Which one will quote this hadith? When you find a man who is prepared to quote this hadith in public, you got your leader. Now then, let's come to the nitty-gritty. What is the future of the Ummah during this interim period, until such time as Islam triumphs in the world? What we can expect is the emergence, or rather the culmination of the political strategy for the establishment of one world government, which will control all of mankind. That we have massively betrayed the Quran is clear from the ayah of Surah Al-Ma'idah. Which ayah? Again, I don't think they want to quote it. He says, Subhanahu wa ta'ala, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. If you're an Arab tonight, good news for you. You don't need a translation. You got it already. But for the rest who need a translation for the word of Allah, remember, if you stay like that, you're disrespecting the Quran. May I repeat that? If you remain like this, that you do not know what I have just said, because you couldn't understand it, if you remain like this, you are disrespecting the Quran, and you'll pay a price for it. O you who believe, do not turn to Jews and to Christians for that relationship in which they become your awliya, a relationship in which you depend upon them for your protection, and you are now subservient to them like an alliance. Do not do that. Of course, Liaquat Ali Khan didn't read the Quran properly when he made his famous trip to the United States and handed over Pakistan as a client state to the United States. Many years later they tried to erase it with a book called Friends Not Masters, but too late. Too late. Do not turn to the Jews and Christians for that kind of a relationship where you are now subservient to them and they are your bosses and offer you their protection. Don't do that, said Allah. بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلِيَاءُ بَعْضٍ. They are protecting friends of each other. وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ. Whosoever from amongst you turn to the world of Jews and Christians for that kind of a relationship, accept it, submit to it, فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. You have left the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. You're just whistling in the wind now. You have left the ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. If you think you are still in the ummah, you're just whistling in the wind. فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Surely Allah will not provide guidance for a people who commit such an atrocious act of wrongdoing. This is the political landscape of world government, in which you will no longer be citizens of Australia and Bangladesh, but you will now be citizens of the world, governed by a world government, which obviously will eventually be the Jews. What kind of a relationship do the Jews have with us? Does Allah speak about this in the Quran, when they have political control over all of us? What will be our fate? He says in the Quran, take this ayah as well and use it as a test. Will they quote it? Your leaders. لَتَجِدَنَّ أَشَدَّ النَّاسِ عَدَاوَةً لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا الْيَهُودِ إلى آخر الآية. This is the word of Allah, not Imran Hosein. They can't arrest me for this. Yeah, they arrest Allah. But they can't arrest Allah.